Glad you're back with us, Mobius One. Let's get to it. Free Erusia rebel forces have started making noise again. When the Circum-Pacific War ended, the world's military forces were turned on their heads, giving the rebels access to both plenty of weapons and funding. Over the past few years, they've gone from an unsophisticated terrorist group to an increasing global threat. Usia's still rebuilding under the IUN. We cannot allow war to break out again. That's why I put in a request to have you assigned to the newly established IUN PKF. That look in your eyes tells me you haven't lost it. That's what I hoped. Free Erusia has commenced with activities all around the continent. They cannot be allowed to expand their forces. That's where you come in, Mobius One. Let's begin the briefing. The Baden Peninsula radar site to the northwest of us here at Fort Grays has picked up a number of unidentified aircraft. They've ignored all warnings from the IUN and PKF and are making their way towards our base. As the IUN has air traffic control over all of Usia, we're almost certain the crafts belong to the Free Erusians. You guys will scramble immediately, visually identify the aircraft, and then use your radios to order them to land. If attacked, you have permission to engage them in combat. Waste no time destroying them. Mobius One, sortie.
Tactical Fighter Wing, this is the Albatross Control Tower. Do you copy?
This is Omega 11. Hear you loud and clear. Over.
Mobius One, you have permission to take off right after Omega 11. After takeoff, you'll be under command of the AWACS Sky Eye. Contact the unidentified aircraft and order them to land. Wind is 130 degrees at 18 knots. We are good for takeoff. Omega 11, you are cleared for takeoff.
Okay! Go! Go! Go!
Omega 11 is in the air. Mobius One, stand by. Mobius One, you are cleared for takeoff.
Keep an eye on approaching fighters. If they get close, we're done for. So, this is the guy? Do we know the number of bogies? Increasing alert.
Altitude restriction lifted.
I didn't sign up for cloud combat.
This is AWACS Sky Eye of the 118th Tactical Fighter Wing. You'll be under our command from here on out. Omega 11, follow Mobius One. This could turn into a firefight.
I hope this guy's the real deal.
You'll find out if he is soon enough. Everyone will. several unidentified aircraft. Omega 11, try contacting them via radio.
Unidentified aircraft. This is the IUN PKF. Unidentified aircraft has a radar lock on us.
Missile.
Bandits fired!
Missile.
The unidentified aircraft are confirmed hostile. Weapons free. Engage. Don't let them near the base.
Loco.
Caution.
This one looks like he's in his first real battle. Missile in the air! Break! Watch out, bandit on your 6.
Missile.
Bandit sighted.
Missile.
Attacking the rear.
Missile.
Bandit closing.
Almost out of chaff and flares.
Missile.
Weapon near the bomber!
Missile.
Flush 2.
Missile.
On the bandit 6.
Missile.
5.
Missile.
Missile closing. Evade.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Enemy evaded.
Missile.
Mobius 1 locked on enemy.
Locked.
Boost 2, remain calm. Watch out, bandit on your 6. Evade that missile!
Pull up.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Missile.
Flush 2. Enemy evaded.
Caution. Pull up.
Overwhelm the enemy! Enemy's got lock. Breaking.
In gun range.
Fuck through.
Missile in the air. Break! Bandit sighted.
Omega 11. Attack missed.
Enemy firing! Watch the tail! They're moving so fast! Boost 2 are shot! I can't see much more! Boost 2! Damn it!
You're behind on target kills. Launch your special weaponry ammo.
Missed. Fuck through.
Missile! Incoming missile!
Ammunition 0.
Special weaponry empty.
I'm hit! I'm hit! Lost another friendly. They're coming around with their guns. We're too heavy to maneuver. I can't get away. They shouldn't have much experience either.
Ammunition 0.
Bombers confirmed destroyed.
Bones, withdraw. This is Viper 2. I've arrived and am aware of the situation.
Viper 2 and Rapier 1 assist Mobius 1. All aircraft rejoin formation.
You're new here, so I'll fill you in. This guy's the real deal. I can't stand on time with pilots.
0. Ammunition
Such a
0.
character. I mean, you said too much.
Caution.
I'll
Pull
be
up.
the judge of that.
Mobius 1 locked on enemy. We're picking up something new on radar.
Our reinforcements are here.
Missile.
We got the upper hand now.
Caution.
Roger.
Pull up.
2 bandit.
Mobius 1's down.
We're picking up something new on radar.
Our reinforcements are here. We got the upper hand now. Roger. Let's make this quick.
This is Viper 2. I've been spiked.
Viper 2, can you look after yourself for a bit? I'll watch your backs too.
Missile hit.
Look up. The clouds look ominous. Missile incoming!
Approaching the base. Take it out.
Time these guys remembered how to fight. Bandit behind you. Hey, did you see the ribbon emblem? Missile incoming! Bring that down!
Affirmating.
Target acquired.
Mobius 1 again?
Omega 11, pay attention. Stop staring at Mobius 1.
Something just came up on our radar. Looks like enemy reinforcements. Machine gun range.
Viper 2, it looks like you're running out of targets.
Will you be okay without me? Not getting away this time.
Special weaponry low.
Missile on its way.
Almost out of chaff and flares.
Behind you.
The enemy's got a veteran pilot! Shake him!
Missile.
Mover 2, enemy got away.
Special weaponry out. Nice hit.
Bandit locked on.
Missile.
Mover 2, enemy
Missile.
acquired.
Missile.
Chaff and flares deployed.
Missile.
Time down to evade!
Missile.
Behind you. Sector 6.
Missile.
3 targets remaining. Chaff and flares on enemy.
Missile.
Missile cruising. Evade.
Missile.
Mover 5 on the enemy's tail.
Missile.
2 targets
Missile.
remaining.
Missile.
Now it's just us.
Missile.
We're being eaten. This was
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Attack evaded. Pursuing.
Missile.
Enemy on your rear.
Missile. Ammunition zero. Missile. Missile.
Missile on its way.
Missile.
Lock on.
Missile.
That position isn't safe. Get out!
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Locked on.
Missile. Ammunition
Behind you.
zero.
Break. Attack
Missile.
evaded. Pursuing.
The base of action. Break away. Yeah. I'm not leaving this party just yet.
Spot trail.
Missile.
Bandit acquired. Attacking.
Missile zero. Missile. Ammunition
locked on.
zero. Missile.
Got one behind you.
Mover 5. Enemy's got a lock. Attacking from the rear.
Missile. Ammunition
Two
zero.
bandits. Locked on.
Missile.
Dodge that missile.
Ammunition zero.
Attack failed.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Omega 11, encircling behind you. You've got an enemy. Breaking lock. Mover 5,
Missile.
locked on bandit.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Ammunition zero.
Mover 5, attack failed. Try again. Check his tail marks.
Missile launched.
Missile.
Mobius 1, the enemy fired a missile.
Target undamaged.
Bandit acquired. Attacking.
We're taking enemy fire! We need air support!
Mover forward. Let's put the squeeze on that one.
Missile.
Mobius 1, you're targeted.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Ammunition
Working
zero.
to escape lock. Watch your tail, bandit.
Viper 2, it's just a decoy.
Send for help! The base is falling!
We got moves. Mover 5, locked on bandit. Escaping radar log. Behind you. Break. Missile in the air. Breaking. One of them is dangerous.
Missile.
1 target remaining.
landed.
The remaining Free Erusian forces are withdrawing. Victory is ours.
Oh, B. He's the real deal, all right. You know from fighting just once?
Watch all you like. There will be more battles. Until then, we rest. Return to base.
This is the Albatross control tower. AWACS Sky Eye will take it from here. You're too fast. Lower speed. You're straying to the right. Bank left. 1,600 meters to carrier. Altitude high. Lower nose. Landing confirmed. That was a textbook landing. Nice work. Now go and get some rest before your next sortie.
Thanks to your efforts, the unidentified aircraft was taken down. You've helped us make it clear that it belonged to Free Erusia. I have some guys looking into the enemy's motivations. I'm afraid it's looking like things could get pretty ugly. For now, Mobius looks to have delayed the enemy's plans. We need a closer eye on the enemy's movements, and you should be ready to move out at any moment. Let's get on with the briefing. 1816 Bomber Squadron is almost here. However, we got a report of what seemed to be Free Erusian aircraft approaching them. Air intercept is at the squadron's ETA. Your mission is to ensure our air superiority around the base and to protect the bombers. As of now, we cannot tell whether they're after the bombers or this base. Be ready to take on anything thrown at you.
Mobius 1, sortie.
B-52 is making an emergency landing. Clear the runway. Prioritize Mobius 1.
I'm going up first.
Good. You can launch together. Mobius 1, formation takeoff. Pull up next to the Viper 2.
after you.
It'll be a sitting duck.
Secure air superiority.
Mobius 1, take off at once.
In this mess?
Because of the mess! Bomber inbound! Go around! Go around!
Coming down! Look out! We can do it!
Caution.
Mobius 1, altitude restriction lifted. Excellent takeoff. We're counting on you.
Interceptors inbound. You idiots are late! This is Viper 2. Bandit acquired.
All aircraft cleared hot.
Those latecomers can really move.
This is Sky Eye, requesting takeoff clearance.
Denied. Not clear.
Missile. Missile.
Copy that, tower.
Behind you. Second 6.
Enemy behind you! Stay sharp! Flames is firing! Force 2!
Missile closing. Get out. This is Viper 2. Attack mission.
I'll take care of the last bandit. They're thinning! Be alert!
Bandit acquired. Locked on. Fox 2. Fox 2.
Missile.
Force 2!
Missile.
Enemy escaping! I'm on it!
Missile.
Behind my target!
Missile.
Attacking!
Missile.
Sharp blur! Watch on bandit! Attacking! Enemy on your tail! Caution!
Omega 11. On the enemy.
That was recording off, too. Enemy confirmed. Omega 11. Let's get him. Can't see any allies. Some skilled interceptors might be left. Hold back!
Missile. Missile.
This is Sky Eye. It'll be impossible to defend the base if we can't detect the enemy. They're requesting takeoff clearance.
Missile.
Copy. You are cleared for takeoff.
Copy that, tower.
Ribbon seen on his tail! Drawing enemy position here. Watch your tail, bandit!
Missile.
Bandit acquired. Attacking.
I've got this. Attacking.
Bandit splashed. Mobius 1 got another one.
Fox 2. Fox 2. Bandit closing.
Altitude restriction lifted.
Copy that, tower. All enemy aircraft confirmed down. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base. Defend the substation immediately.
If we don't stop them, their shells will hit the substation.
Mobius 1, locked on.
Missile.
The phase and missile. Omega 11. Locked on bandit.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Advise 7. My
Missile.
plane's sluggish.
Missile. Missile.
In clouds.
Pull up.
We can't go around. We have to hit them head on.
Missile.
Chaff flares deployed.
Omega 11.
Missile.
Entering clouds.
Missile. Ammunition 0. Missile.
Mobius
Missile.
1. The enemy launched a missile.
Missile. Ammunition 0.
The
Missile.
substation was hit and the control building was damaged. Have the substation check
Missile.
status.
Missile. Missile.
GPS to see your ally.
Zero.
Fox 2.
Missile. Caution. Missile.
Missile on its way.
Missile. Missile.
We sustained damage! Half the battery containers are out! They can have them. As long as the transformers work, we're fine.
Missile.
Frequency
Missile.
drop!
Missile. Ammunition zero.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Missile.
That's the throw of our plane!
Keep attacking aircraft! All we need to do is slow them down.
Missile.
Infrared missile launched.
Pull up.
Rerouting circuit!
Hang in there.
Target destroyed.
Find shelter and hide!
Missile.
Missile closing! Evade!
Missile.
Evade!
Ammunition zero.
Omega 11, Fox 2.
Pull up.
The enemy is in range. Mobius 1 down. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base. Defend the substation immediately.
Locked.
Missile.
Mobius 1, missile
Missile.
inbound.
If we don't stop them, their shells will hit the
Missile.
substation!
Missile. Caution. Caution. Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1,
Missile.
locked on.
Missile.
AA
Missile.
gun down.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1, the enemy fired a
Missile.
missile. That's the thrum of our plane!
Missile.
Missile hit.
Missile.
Almost out of chaff and flares.
Missile.
Frequency drop!
Missile.
Enemy has a lock.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2. Mobius 1 down. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base.
Missile.
Defend the substation immediately.
Missile.
Mobius
Missile.
1, you've been spiked!
Missile.
Get out of there!
Missile. Missile.
This isn't a military installation! One
Missile.
bomb would kill us all!
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Target down. That's the thrum of our plane!
Missile.
Defend that missile!
Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1,
Missile.
target down!
Missile.
Almost out of chaff and flares.
Missile. Missile.
Warn the assault force and
Missile.
hurry up and get that anti-aircraft gun working!
Infrared missile launched.
Missile. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Defend that missile!
Missile. 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 Missile.
The substation was hit and the control building was damaged!
Missile.
Have the substation check
Missile.
status.
Missile.
Keep
Caution.
attacking aircraft! All we need to do is slow them down.
Missile. Missile.
Missile cruising,
Missile.
evade!
Chaff and flare supply at 0.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked!
Caution. Pull up.
Mobius 1, target down.
Missile.
We sustained damage!
Missile.
Half the battery containers are out!
Missile. Zero.
They can have them.
Missile.
As long as the transformers work, we're fine.
Caution. Pull up.
One's in. Yeah, no, two!
Missile.
Missile cruising, evade!
Missile. 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 Ammunition
Rerouting
zero.
circuit!
Hang
Missile.
in there.
Missile.
Missile inbound. Evade.
If we don't
Missile.
stop them, their shells will hit the
Zero.
substation!
Caution.
Locked on
Pull up.
bandit. Half of the units taken out.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Several facilities were damaged. The main transformer was destroyed. I'm starting to shut down and then I'm out.
The power was cut. With generators destroyed, we're in a station-wide blackout. Mobius 1 down. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base. Defend the substation immediately.
Caution.
Locked.
Pull up. Missile.
Get out of there.
Missile.
Enemy locked on.
Missile.
Shake them off.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
This isn't a military installation. One bomb would kill us all.
Missile.
AA gun destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1 locked on.
Pull up.
Bandit locked on.
Missile.
Mobius 1 target destroyed.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up.
In gun range.
Missile.
That's the thrum of our planes.
Missile.
110. KIA. No. 2.
Caution. Caution. Missile.
Get out of there.
Missile. Missile.
The
Missile.
substation was hit and the control building was damaged.
Missile.
Have the substation check status.
She's attacking aircraft!
Pull up.
All we need to
Missile.
do is slow them down.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Frequency drop.
Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Mobius 1, missile incoming.
Missile. Missile.
We sustained damage.
Missile.
Half the battery containers are out. They
Missile.
can have them. As long as the transformers work, we're fine.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target hit.
Missile.
This is Viper 2,
Missile.
heading for the clouds.
Missile.
Can't go around. We have to hit them head on.
Locked on enemy.
Caution. Pull up.
Rerouting circuit.
Hang in there.
Caution.
Bandit locked on.
Half of the units taken out.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Caution.
If we don't stop them, their shells will hit the substation. Several facilities were damaged. The main transformer was destroyed. I'm starting to shut down and then I'm out.
The power was cut. With generators destroyed, we're in a station-wide blackout. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base. Defend the
Missile.
substation immediately.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Frequency drop. Bandit quiet. Locked on.
Caution.
Get out of there.
Missile. Caution.
Missile fired.
Missile.
Get out of there.
Missile.
Almost out of chaff and flares.
Caution. Pull up.
Use CPS to see your allies. Mobius 1's down.
Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base.
Missile.
Defend the substation immediately.
Missile. Caution.
Rock.
Caution.
110. KIA. No.
Missile.
2.
Missile inbound. Evade.
Missile.
Locked on enemy.
Pull up.
Missile fired.
Mobius 1. Target down.
Missile. Missile.
Watch your chaff and flare supply.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
AA gun down.
Caution.
We can't go around. We have to hit them head on.
Missile.
Dodge that missile.
Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1, deploy to chaff and flare.
Caution. Pull up.
Nice hit.
Missile. Missile.
The substation was hit and the control building was damaged. Have the substation check status.
Pull up.
This isn't a military installation. One bomb would kill us all.
Missile.
The base and missile.
Missile.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile.
We sustained damage. Half the battery containers are out.
Missile.
They can have them. As long as the transformers work, we're fine.
Warn the assault force and hurry up and get that anti-aircraft gun working!
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Mobius 1, missile incoming.
Keep attacking aircraft! All we need to do is slow them down.
Missile.
That's the thrum of our blade.
Missile.
Rerouting circuits.
Hang in there.
Missile.
Mobius 1 locked on enemy.
Missile.
Mobius 1, target down. You got to see your allies.
Half of the units taken out.
Missile.
Missile on its way.
Missile.
Chaff and flares on empty.
Several facilities were damaged. The main transformer was destroyed. I'm starting to shut down and then I'm out.
The power was cut. With generators destroyed, we're in a station-wide blackout. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base.
Missile.
Defend the substation immediately.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Target has been destroyed.
Frequency drop.
Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Mobius 1, missile inbound.
Missile. 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 Caution. Missile.
If we don't stop them, their shells will hit the substation.
Missile.
Watch your chaff and flare supply. Mobius 1,
Missile.
target destroyed.
Missile.
I've got this. Attack it.
Caution.
A bandit has a lock on you.
Caution.
The substation was hit and the control building was damaged.
Missile.
Have the substation check status.
Missile.
That's the thrum of our planes.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile away.
Pull up. Missile.
Missile inbound.
Missile.
Omega 11, entering
Missile.
cloud.
Missile.
Chaff and flare supply at 0.
Missile. Missile.
We sustained damage. Half of the battery containers are out. They can have them. As long as the transformers work, we're fine.
Missile. Missile.
Keep attacking aircraft! All we need to do is slow them down.
Caution. Caution. Pull up. Missile.
Enemy has a
Missile.
lock.
Ammunition 0.
Fox
Missile.
2. Fox 2.
Missile. Pull up.
Rerouting circuit!
Hang in there.
Caution. Pull up.
Half of the units taken out.
Missile.
The base and missile.
Missile. Missile.
Use
Missile.
GPS to see your allies.
Machine gun range.
Fox 2.
Caution. Caution. Pull up.
How did they manage to tear down our numbers so fast?
Missile.
Several facilities were damaged. The main transformer was destroyed. I'm starting to shut down and then I'm out.
The power was cut. With generators destroyed, we're in a station-wide blackout. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base. Defend the substation immediately.
Missile.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Missile.
Omega 11, mark on bandit.
Missile. Missile.
Missile launch.
Missile.
I'm
Missile.
sheltering high!
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Mobius 1's taken down. The operation cannot continue. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base. Defend the substation immediately.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Bandit in my sights.
Missile.
Missile on its way.
Missile. Missile.
Missile hit.
Missile.
Frequency drop.
Missile. 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 Missile.
If we don't stop them, their shells will hit the substation.
Missile.
Locked on bandit.
Missile.
Missile fire.
Missile.
Missile closing.
Missile.
That's the thrum of our flames.
Missile. 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 Missile.
The substation was hit and the control building was damaged.
Missile.
Have the substation check status.
Warn the assault force and hurry up and get that anti-aircraft gun working!
Missile.
Mobius 1, missile incoming.
Missile.
Keep attacking their craft! All we need to do is slow them down.
Missile. Missile.
We sustained damage.
Missile.
Half the battery containers are out.
Missile.
They can have them. As long as the transformers work, we're fine. We can't go around. We have to hit them head on.
Missile.
Get out of there.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Target hit. Mobius 1's takedown confirmed. Mission failed. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base. Defend the substation immediately.
Omega 11,
Missile.
mark on bandit.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Frequency drop.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target destroyed.
Caution. Missile.
Chaff and flares deployed.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Missile.
Missile inbound.
Missile.
If we don't stop them, their shells will hit the substation!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Almost out of chaff and flares.
Caution.
Mobius 1, locked on.
Keep attacking the aircraft!
Missile.
All we need to do is slow them down.
Missile. Missile.
Target down.
Missile. Missile.
The substation was hit and the control building was damaged! Have the substation check status.
Missile. Missile.
That's the thrum of our plane!
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Half of the units taken out.
Missile. Missile.
This is closing! Evade! Evade!
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Missile.
We sustained damage! Half of the battery containers are out! They can have them. As long as the transformers work,
Missile.
we're fine.
Missile.
Find
Missile.
shelter and hide!
Missile. Missile.
How did they manage to bear down our numbers so fast?
Missile.
Command, situation is bad.
Chaff and flare supply at 0. Missile hit confirmed.
Rerouting circuit!
Hang in there.
Missile.
Missile closing.
Caution.
Warn the assault force and hurry up and get that anti-aircraft gun working!
Several facilities were damaged. The main transformer was destroyed. I'm starting to shut down and then I'm out.
The power was cut. With generators destroyed, we're in a station-wide blackout. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base.
Missile.
Defend the substation immediately.
Missile. Caution. Missile.
Frequency drop!
Missile.
Mobius 1, missile fired.
That's the thrum of our plane!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Keep attacking the aircraft! All we
Missile.
need to do is slow them down.
Missile. Missile.
Missile closing.
Missile.
We can't go around! We have to hit them head on!
Enemy locked
Missile.
on. Shake them off.
Missile. 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 Missile.
The substation was hit and the control building was damaged! Have the substation check status.
Missile. Missile.
Missile fired.
Missile.
Omega 11, Fox 2.
Warn the assault force and hurry up and get that anti-aircraft gun working!
Caution.
Bandit has a lock on you.
Missile.
Half of the units taken out.
Missile. Missile.
We sustained damage! Half the battery containers are out! They can have them. As long as the transformers work, we're fine.
Missile.
Missile on its way.
Missile.
This isn't a military installation. One bomb would kill us all.
Missile.
How did they manage to bear down our numbers so fast? Command, situation is bad.
Enemy locked
Missile.
on.
Rerouting circuit!
Missile.
Hang in there.
Missile.
Mobius 1, missile
Missile.
inbound.
Missile.
Mobius 1 locked on enemy.
Caution. Pull up.
Target down.
Viper 2, Fox 2. Several facilities were damaged. The main transformer was destroyed. I'm starting to shut down and then I'm out.
The power was cut. With generators destroyed, we're in a station-wide blackout. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base. Defend the substation immediately.
Missile.
Missile cruising, evade!
Missile.
Omega 11, locked on bandit.
Caution.
Enemy aircraft spotted! Prepare anti-aircraft!
Caution. Missile.
Missile cruising, evade! Evade!
Missile.
That's the thrum of our plane!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Omega 11, locked on bandit.
Caution. Missile. Missile.
Frequency drop!
Missile. Missile.
Locked on bandit.
Missile.
Keep attacking aircraft!
Missile.
All we need to do is slow them down.
Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1, missile inbound.
Missile.
Vehicle
Missile.
down.
Missile. Missile.
Missile fired.
The substation was hit and the control building was damaged! Have the substation check status.
Missile.
One dead, KIA, no, two!
Bandit has a lock on you.
Pull up.
Okay,
Half of the units taken out.
Omega 11, entering cloud.
Missile.
Ready flight, the enemy launched a missile. Locked.
Pull up.
We sustained damage! Half of the battery containers are out! They can have them. As
Missile.
long as the transformers work, we're
Missile.
fine.
Missile.
Warn the
Missile.
assault force and hurry up and get
Missile.
that anti-aircraft gun working!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile cruising, evade!
Missile. Missile.
Rerouting circuit!
Hang in there.
That's the better clear down our numbers so fast.
Mobius 1, target down.
Command, situation is bad.
Viper 2, Fox 2. Use GPS to see your allies.
Missile.
Watch your chaff and flare supply.
Caution. Pull up.
Several facilities were damaged. The main transformer was destroyed. I'm starting to shut down and then I'm out.
The power was cut. With generators destroyed, we're in a station-wide blackout. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base.
Missile.
Defend the substation immediately.
Missile. Missile.
Locked.
Target down.
Missile.
Evade that missile.
Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1,
Missile.
target down.
Missile.
That's the thrum of our plane.
Missile.
Use
Missile.
GPS to see your allies. Bandits quiet. Locked on.
Missile. Missile.
Keep attacking aircraft!
Missile.
All we need to do is
Missile.
slow them down.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Caution.
Mobius 1, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Missile.
One's in. Get on it. No, two.
Missile.
Half of the units taken out.
Missile. Missile.
The substation was hit and the control building was damaged. Have the substation check status.
Missile. Missile.
Missile fire.
Missile.
How did they manage to bear down our numbers so
Missile.
fast?
Missile.
Command, situation is bad.
If we don't stop them, their shells will hit the substation. We sustained damage. Half of the battery containers are out. They can have them. As long as the transformers work, we're fine. Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Missile. Caution.
Vehicle down.
This isn't a military installation. One bomb would kill us all.
Caution.
Rerouting circuit.
Hang in there.
Missile.
Missile cruising. Evade.
Missile.
Mark
Caution.
2. Mark 2.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on enemy.
Caution. Pull up.
Target down confirmed. Several facilities were damaged. The main transformer was destroyed. I'm starting to shut down and then I'm out.
The power was cut. With generators destroyed, we're in a station-wide blackout.
Hey, gun, hurry it up.
B-52 is making an emergency landing. Clear the runway. Prioritize Mobius 1.
I'm going up first.
Good. You can launch together. Mobius 1, formation takeoff. Pull up next to the Viper 2.
Mayday, mayday, mayday.
Coming down. Look out. Look.
Go around, go around.
Its altitude is too low.
Claymore 2 crash.
Extinguish the flames.
This is Sky Eye. Do you read? Take off first, then we're going to launch the AWACS after you.
It'll be a sitting duck.
Secure air superiority.
Mobius 1, take off at once.
In this mess?
Because of the mess. Bomber inbound. Go around, go around.
Coming down. Look out. Keep to it.
Mobius 1, altitude restriction lifted. Excellent takeoff. We're counting on you.
Interceptors inbound. You idiots are late. This is Viper 2. Bandit acquired.
All aircraft cleared hot.
It's firing.
This is Sky Eye, requesting takeoff clearance.
Denied. Not clear.
Copy that, tower.
Omega 11, locked on Bandit.
They're thinning. Be alert. Fox 2.
Bandit locked on.
Missile.
Mobius 1, fire a missile.
Enemy invaded by attack. Enemy on your tail. Caution.
Missile.
Omega 11, locked on Bandit. Fox 2.
Damn it. Missile incoming.
Omega 11, behind the enemy.
I'll take care of the last bandit.
Damn it, he got away. Bandit locked on.
Missile.
Locked on bandit. Attacking.
Missile.
Enemy on your tail. Caution.
Okay, Fox 2.
Missile after me. Breaking.
On the Bandit 6, he's mine.
I
interceptors might be left.
A bandit has a lock on you.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
This is Sky Eye. It'll be impossible to defend the base if we can't detect the enemy. We're requesting takeoff clearance.
Copy. You are cleared for takeoff.
Copy that, tower.
How did it get bad so fast? Bandit acquired. Attacking.
Missile.
Mobius 1, enemy clinging to you.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked. Miss.
What's your tail, bandit? Missile fired. Evading.
Missile.
Rabbit seen on his tail.
Missile.
Omega 11, locked on bandit.
Drop down and speed up.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Bandit slashed.
Missile.
Mobius 1 got another one. Enemy evaded.
This is Viper 2, attack this.
Watch out, bandit on your 6.
Mobius 1, target down.
Altitude restriction lifted.
Copy that, tower. All enemy aircraft confirmed down. Radar detection range has expanded. Picking up enemy ground forces in area around East Substation. That substation powers the base. Defend the substation immediately.
Missile.
Mobius
Missile.
1, target down.
Caution. Caution.
Locked on down. Vehicle down.
Find shelter and hide.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1, Fox 2.
Caution. Correct.
Omega 11, locked on bandit.
Missile.
Missile on its way.
Missile. Missile.
Warn the assault force and hurry up and get that anti-aircraft gun working. Keep attacking aircraft.
Missile.
All we need to do is slow them down.
Target destroyed.
That's the thrum of our claim. Advice 7, that's range sluggish.
The enemy is in gun range.
The substation was hit and the control building was damaged. Have the substation check status.
Missile.
Half of the units taken out.
Missile.
Infrared missile launched.
We can't go around. We have to hit them head on.
Missile.
How did they manage to bear down our numbers so fast?
Missile.
Command, the situation is bad.
I've got this.
Missile. Caution. Caution.
We sustained damage. Half the battery containers are out. They can have them. As long as the transformers work, we're fine. Mobius 1, target down.
Enemies after the substation have been destroyed.
Start the safety check. Make sure you're extra careful when you turn the electricity back on. Those guys are putting their lives at risk protecting us. Let's get this place back online.
Wait, what's this? All aircraft, the base is under attack from enemy ground units. Return immediately. It seems this was the enemy's objective all along.
Enemy aircraft approaching.
Caution.
Fox 2.
Pull up.
Mobius 1, target destroyed.
Missile.
I can hear aircraft. They must have found our position. Prepare the AA.
Enemy locked on. Shake them off.
Missile.
Aircraft overhead.
Missile.
Mobius 1 locked on enemy.
Missile. Missile.
Something appeared on radar. Enemy reinforcements are approaching the base. Take them down.
All aircraft, prioritize the air superiority. We can beat them. Don't let them damage more. If we lose
defense is on the ropes.
Missile. Missile.
Let's see nothing like this.
Missile. Caution.
Enemy spotted.
Omega 11, entering clouds.
Keep pushing
Missile.
forward!
Missile.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Missile.
Missile launched.
Missile.
Mobius 1, the enemy launched a missile.
Abandoned vehicle! This thing's got it!
Missile.
Attack failed. Enemy on your 6.
Mobius 1 destroyed another bandit. Nice work.
Missile. Missile.
3 to go.
Missile.
Yeah, one pilot. We're getting beat by one guy.
Missile.
Mobius 1, missile incoming.
Heavy fire! Pull back!
Lost too many allies.
Missile.
Viper 2, heading for the clouds.
Missile.
Unable to
Missile.
confirm target hit.
Missile.
Missile incoming.
Mobius 1, you're targeted. Okay, Fox 2. We need reinforcements now!
Viper to the base. Responded.
Viper 2, focus on air support.
Roger that.
The only aircraft in the vicinity are allies. Air superiority secured.
All units, I need a damage report. They're really hammering us. You can't take much more of this. No, it's not resistance from the base. The enemy sent one of their best pilots.
Destroy our enemies. Our defense force is fading.
Taking heavy damage. We need help.
Missile.
Contact missile!
Missile. Missile.
The invasion force broke to the final defense line. We're out of options. Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower. We're surrendering. All in-flight aircraft head back to the nearest Allied base.
Wait, what's this? All aircraft, the base is under attack from enemy ground units. Return immediately. It seems this was the enemy's objective all along.
Caution. Pull up.
Bandit quiet. Locked on.
I can hear aircraft. They must have found our position. Prepare the AA.
Missile. Missile.
Vehicle down.
Missile.
Aircraft overhead.
Missile.
Something appeared on radar. Enemy reinforcements are approaching the base. Take them down.
All aircraft, prioritize air superiority. We can beat them. Don't let them damage more. If we lose the base, it's all over.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Keep pushing forward.
All enemy helicopters down.
I've got this. Attacking. This is Viper 2. I've been spiked.
Heavy fire. Pull back.
Mobius 1, missile fired. Mobius 1, Fox 2.
They're really hammering us.
Caution.
We can't take much more of this. No, it's not resistance from the base. The enemy sent one of their best pilots.
The defense is on the ropes.
Don't stop! Keep running!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile inbound.
Captain, we're taking heavy fire. Should we continue our assault? Yes. If we take that base, victory will be ours.
Missile. Missile.
Mobius 1, target down.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile inbound.
Missile.
Enemy is fled.
Missile.
Missile incoming.
Missile.
I'm gonna shake them all.
Missile.
I can't break this bastard's mind.
Missile.
We're taking fire! This thing's gonna blow!
Missile.
Get out of here!
Missile.
Viper 2. Fox 2.
Missile.
Mobius 1, you've been spiked.
Missile.
Mobius 1 destroyed another bandit. Nice work.
Bandit in the sight.
3 to go.
Missile.
Yeah, one pilot. We're getting beat by one guy.
Missile. Missile.
Abandoned vehicle! This thing's got it!
Missile.
Guys, we're getting killed.
Reinforcements now!
Missile.
To the base. Responded.
Missile.
Viper 2, focus on air support.
Roger that.
Taking heavy damage. We need help.
One bandit remaining.
Missile.
Not about to let Mobius 1 have all fun.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Missile.
Dodge that missile!
Destroy our enemies. Our defense force is fading.
Missile.
Stay strong.
Missile.
We can still win if we
Missile.
take their base.
Missile.
Friggin' fighter can't be real. Bandit evaded attack. I'm going in again. Breaking lock.
The invasion force broke to the final defense line. We're out of options. Shit! The enemy just hit the control tower. We're surrendering. All in-flight aircraft head back to the nearest Allied base.